flashback listening to this message because I have 3 children and I can very clearly remember how exciting it was expecting a second child to join our family. It was also incredibly confusing and a little overwhelming. And if I felt that way, I know that my oldest child certainly felt that way. One of the things that I did a lot of, so obviously reading was a really big deal in my house. So my oldest was about 2 years old when her younger brother came along. So reading was already something that we were doing every day. So I just folded some books from the library. I purchased some books from our bookstore about this transition. They do exist out there. I encourage this listener and anyone else going through this transition to lean into those stories. You can also rely on this concept of social stories. So a social story is a really simple story that we use to really kind of break down what's going on during a routine or a transition in a child's life. Another great tip, if you're welcoming a new child, is to get your older sibling to be really involved in that prep. Ask them for their opinion. What books do you think your new baby brother or sister is going to want? And it just gives them some involvement, but it also gives them some control, right? Rachel is in a situation that they don't have a lot.
Yeah, giving them some control. What can they be part of? And I think that things that they can be part of when the baby comes too. And so this is going to require you as the adult to have a little prep and patience too. So maybe they're going to be in charge of picking out the blanket each morning or helping pick out pajamas or whatever. And that might take a little extra time, or you might not love their choice, but you have to kind of go with that. So find some things that you would be okay with. They can get a lot of, don't touch the baby, don't hold their head like that, don't do this, oh, that's for the baby, that. And so you want to find places that they're not going to hear that, and that they are really have a role. They have a job to do. They have a reason for being there in that baby's life, and they can contribute in a positive way. I think the last 2 things we'll say here is that it's okay. They're going to have big feelings, like naming and validating those feelings, naming your own feelings, modeling that, narrating your feelings. I don't know what's going to happen in our household. I'm really curious about it. I wonder what's going to change. Are you wondering that too? What do you wonder about? Just go with those feelings. Let them be okay. Also find, if you don't have them already, you might have them already, is find some rituals that you can commit to keeping going. So maybe that story time at bedtime. Doesn't matter how many children show up in the household, that's going to happen. That is going to happen. Or pancakes on Saturdays, or whatever it is, that you have a couple rituals that child can count on not changing. That will be really helpful when that baby does arrive.